No secret that I hate Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I've made 2 videos about it at this point. One major criticism I've had for a long time is that the game is very unfair, especially on the custom night. So, how do we improve the game's design while making it more fair? Well, I have some ideas, but before I tell you, be sure to like the video down below and subscribe if my content is something you're interested in seeing. First, let's deal with the music box. Since you can only wind the music box from camera 11, you're not incentivized to go onto other cameras, so stalling the animatronics with the flashlight becomes completely infeasible most of the time. So we fixed this in this idealized version of FNAF 2 by allowing the music box to be wound from any camera with the shift key, or let's say on console B on Xbox and Nintendo, or O on PlayStation. To counter this, the music box will also drain faster when you're not in the cameras. Control key and A button still move the flashlight, which will now stall animatronics for less time, but similar to Foxy, if it's used on them enough, needing more flashes on later nights, they will reset to their original position, except for Balloon Boy, who will neither be stalled nor reset. And since Phone Guy mentions that the flashlight stall was a feature of the older models, a glitch on them specifically, this mechanic will also no longer work on the toys with the exception of Mangle, leading this line of dialogue to be a red herring. If Balloon Boy gets to your office, instead of stealing your flashlight permanently, he will instead take out one of its batteries, costing you 25% of your power, then reset to his original position. While he'll still be a threat, his presence won't result in an automatic guaranteed death at the hands of some Foxy. As for Foxy, Foxy will still be in parts and service, but instead of appearing in the hallway, he will progress through phases similar to Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Instead of his convoluted aggression timer, he will instead move on regular movement intervals like everyone else. And the higher his AI, the more likely he is to move between phases. He will also work similar to the puppet, in that if he escapes from parts and service, there's no putting him back. He will have 3 to 4 phases before he leaves, and every 10 seconds he will progress 1 phase on a successful movement opportunity. Flashing him for a certain amount of time, which will again increase as nights go further, will move him back a phase, and flashing him once will delay his next movement opportunity by 10 seconds. Withered Bonnie, Withered Freddy, and Withered Chica will still act the same if they get to your office, only having different movement paths. They will still force your monitor down on a successful movement opportunity, and you must put on the math. However, this blackout phase will still pause Foxy's interval timer so that you have more time to deal with him, but won't stop the others from moving closer. So they will still be able to get to you faster. And to make sure that you don't stay in the cameras for too long, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, and Toy Chica will occupy their usual spaces near the office and will also move faster than the others. So you'll need to look to see if they're there on a regular basis. Toy Chica will now play a blackout sequence, same as Toy Bonnie, but all blackout sequences will start as soon as you put the mask on and will also pause Foxy's movement timer, same as the other blackouts. Mangle will act mostly the same, making a noise when she appears in the vent, but instead of automatically entering on the next camera flip and waiting to attack while the monitor is raised, she will instead wait for her next successful movement opportunity from the vent, and if the monitor is raised before the mask is put on, she will kill you as soon as you put it down rather than at a random time while you have it raised. Balloon Boy will work much the same, making one of his voice sounds when he appears in the vent, and after another successful movement opportunity, if the monitor is raised before the mask is put on, he will steal 25% of your starting flashlight power. In addition, the mask must be worn for a full 5 seconds for both Balloon Boy and Mangle, and neither of them will stall Foxy's interval timer, and wearing the mask for too long after a blackout or after Balloon Boy and Mangle have left will advance Foxy's interval timer by 2 seconds every second the mask is kept on to make the player avoid wearing it for too long, and will also unwind the music box faster, similar to how doing so increases Foxy's aggression in the actual game. So let me know if these mechanics would make you enjoy FNAF 2 more, or if you think they'd make it too easy. And if so, Why don't you suggest something else that might keep the game challenging, but also make it fair? As always, stay safe and stay awesome.